Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the new unit in Japan, those two OMNI units, which is I am really excited to hear about them being a rare summon unit and an OMNI unit added. So yeah, these two are some of my favorite characters in the game, in the story. So it's going to be Melord and Kalon, those two. And I kind of really like Kalon, and yeah, for this video I will talk about Kalon first. And you know what guys, I'm really happy that this unit is going to be a rare summon unit or a Omni unit added. And finally Aaron will have a companion, surely, because Kalon is Aaron's big brother. Yep, there you go. And hopefully in the future, Aaron will get his Omni evolution as well. If that happens, I will be really happy. So here we go. Let's talk about him. So first of all, I wanted to talk to you guys about the design. This guy really looks badass. Look at that. That design, that stance. Well, the stance could be a little better, but still, all those auras on the top and the bottom, and his sword looks really cool, and especially the wings. But the wings kind of reminds me of Kaja. Yeah, it reminds me of Kaja, but surely the wings are better suited on this unit, Milord. So yeah, the design, the unit is really awesome. I kind of wish this guy will come really soon to global. And now, what's the use of a unit if it doesn't have anything like normal hits, BB, SBB, UBB? Let's talk about that now. So his normal hits is at 10 hits, which will produce 5 BC per hit, so it will be a 50 BC per hit. Pretty cool, I guess. Pretty good. It produces a lot of BC just from the normal hits. As for the cost, it's 48, so it's a standard for a rare summon Omni unit today. And now let's take a look at his leader skills. 50% boost to HP and attack. Okay, I like this one since it will add attack and a bit of survivability, so it's all good. And the next part here is boost to PB attack at 250%, which is really good. So kind of like a bit like a Fant, but I think a Fant will have more damage on this one. And the next part here is a 5% chance on spark critical hit. This spark critical hit will produce 50% more damage on sparks. However, the chance is only 5 here, and hopefully on his BB and SBB he will have the spark crit buff on that, so it will add chance 5% more chance on that from happening, so it's gonna be 35 if it has one. And you will also get a increase in BC for every certain damage you deal, so this one will proc at 10k damage and you will get 7 BC after 10k damage. So I guess the leader skill here is pretty okay, I guess. Now let's take a look at his extra skill. So when his HP is full, he will have a 80% boost to his attack. So okay, this first one is pretty cool, and he will have a increase on his BB attack modifier when he has more than 50% HP, and it's at 150%. It's huge. So combine it with his leader skill, it's going to be 400% on his own BB attack modifier. So yeah, I guess this guy is pretty cool as a unit so far. And now let's take a look at his spray burst. So it's going to be a 14 hits AoE. BB mod is at 370%, which is standard for an Omni unit's BB modifier, and he will also have a 3 turns attack buff, and this attack buff is, I think, currently the highest we have in game. It's going to be a 170% attack buff, so yeah, this is the highest, really high. And the next one, he will have a BB attack modifier buff for 3 turns as well. And this one is going to be the highest in-game for a standard BB attack mod. This one will buff your BB attack by 280%. Yeah, this is the highest on a BB. Normally it will only be about 250. So yeah, 280 is a really an upgrade to those previous ones. So yeah, this one's really cool. You will also have something like Asami's BB and SBB, so he will have a 3 turns HP absorption effect that will drain 3 to 6% of the damage as your HP, and this one will also have a 50% chance on happening. Pretty good sometimes, but I've never really liked this kind of effect. And the last part here is pretty interesting. He will have a 3 turns buff for elemental weakness damage, which is at 50% more damage. Usually those units with these kind of elemental weakness buff is at 50%. So it's standard, but I really welcome this kind of effect. So Brave Burst is really good. The BC cost will be at 25 BC, which is really low, I guess. So I can expect this guy to get his BB or SBB. Really. And talking about Super Brave Burst, let's take a look at that now. So his SBB will be a 18 hits AOE as well, and the BB modifier is at 580%. Okay, standard again, but I don't really mind about that. And the next part here is pretty interesting. He will give your squad a light and dark elemental buff. So cool, yeah, pretty cool. I really love all the units that has this kind of thing. So elemental buffs. So yeah, pretty cool. However, it's only like light and dark. We also have a lot of units like this, like Sirius, Krantz, and yeah, just those two I think. And the same attack buff for 3 turns and the same rate. It's still the same. It's at 170% attack buff, which I said before, it's the highest in game currently. And wow, the next part here is really interesting. He will also have a BB attack buff at 350%. Wow. Also the highest in game, I think, for now. The previous ones only have 300% for a BB attack buff on their SBB. So yep, really good. So we can expect more damage after this. And also, yep, confirmed, we have a crit spark buff on his SBB. So yeah, the leader skill and the SBB will work really well. And this one will also, this one's the standard one. This will give you a 30% chance on spark crits to do 50% more damage on spark. So yeah, I welcome this effect. This one is really good. And also a 2-turn DOT debuff on the enemy at 500% modifier. I'm not really sure how this works though, but nah, I don't really like DOT effects on, but sometimes it do help. So it's kind of a situational thing. And in his SBB, he also had that 50% damage on elemental weakness damage. So yeah, so far I kinda like this unit. Yeah. And now let's take a look at his ultimate Brave Burst. So exciting on this one. Okay, 22 hits AOE at 1500% BB modifier. A standard one, but it's still good, I'm not gonna lie. And also a light and dark elemental buff, the same as his SBB. At 3 turns attack buff at 300%, or okay. And a 3 turns BB attack mod at 550%. Okay, pretty much the same but bigger rates than his SBB. And a 3 turns 100% chance on spark criticals. Alright, nice. So expect those red sparks all over your screen with this UBB. Which, however, the damage on Spark is the same. It's still at 50% Spark damage. Wow, the last part here is I really like this one. Reduce damage for 100% for 2 turns. Wow. And it doesn't really care what elements you are fighting against, it will be a 100%. And it's 2 turns! Wow! So, okay. So far, I am really liking this Kalon unit. So yeah, thumbs up. Really good one. BC cost on his ultimate brave burst is at 30 BC. Oh, I forgot to mention as well that the SBB is at 30 BC. So yeah, there you go. And an Omni unit will always have their enhancements. So let's take a look at his enhancements now. So the first one here is pretty interesting, which is at 20 skill points, it will increase his attack by 50%. Alright, not bad. Another 10 skill points, which will increase his HP by 30%. Alright, not bad. 30% HP, more HP is really good. And I'm not really sure if the 10 SP, which will increase his HP, needs a prerequisite on the attack enhancement. But whatever. For now, I just want to take a look at these. The next one here is pretty interesting as well. It will, at 10 skill points, it will increase his spark damage by 50%. And another 10 skill points, it will increase it further to 70% spark damage. The next one is also at 10 skill points. This one will make his spark damage in 100%. And I'm pretty sure that the 3 of this is a prerequisite. So if you want to take the 100% spark damage, you will have to take all the 2 before this. So it actually is a 30%, 30 skill points kind of thing. But usually, maybe 70% spark damage is already enough. The next one here is not really that useful. It's at 10 skill points. It will increase 10% to his BB gauge fill rates. I am never gonna take this one. The next one is at 20 SP. This one will, wow. This one will increase the effect on his SBB for the critical spark buff. This one will increase it further by 10%. So it's actually gonna be a 40% chance on critical sparks buff. And if we combine this with the leader skill, it's going to be a 45% critical spark buff. Okay. This one, I think this one is a must take for now. And the next one here is at 50 skill points. Okay, this one will add 100% more on his BB attack modifier on his BB, SBB, and UBB. So, okay, he will have, if you take this one, he will have a massive and the highest BB attack modifier in the game currently. So, this one also is a must take for now, I guess. So the next one here is pretty interesting as well. At 50 SP, this one will give an effect to his BB and SBB, an attack buff based on max HP. The conversion rate is really high as well. This one is at 25% max HP conversion to attack. So this one's also pretty good. The next one here is at 20 SP. This one is really unique, I think. So this one will also add an effect to his BB and SBB. This one will have an attack buff for light units and dark units only. I think this one's pretty unique. I have not seen anything like this before, or I think there is, but I forgot what unit that is. So this one will add a 50% attack buff for light units and dark units for 3 turns. Pretty okay, I think. Wow, this last one is super interesting. This one's at 30 SP, and it will increase the effect on his BB and SBB on the elemental weakness damage buff by 50% more. So it's gonna be 100%. So I guess it's bye bye Asami, or maybe even Alanon. Wow, 100%. Really, really good. So yeah, I think this unit is really, really super good. And about the builds, I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to wait until this unit actually comes to global. Yeah, this unit is really, really good. I really wanted this one. So yeah, I guess that's it for Kalon Omni on Japan, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like it if you do. And also, you guys can share this video to your friends if you want them to see this as well. And if you're new to my channel, this is a really good time to subscribe and just press that fun button over there, and you'll be joining on the fun train as well. So I guess that's it for this video. I guess that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Watcha.